So hello, everybody. I'm Kathy Sterry. I'm the president of GE Lighting, a Savant company, and it's my privilege to welcome you to Neela Park. This 92-acre campus has been our home for over 109 years, and I'm just so happy to open it up and share it with this group today to celebrate just another successful Harvest for Hunger campaign. And in addition to leading Savant's lighting business, I also have had the privilege to serve on the kitchen cabinet for the Greater Cleveland Food Bank, working closely with the team on the campaign over the last couple of years, and just getting a front row seat to the amazing work that the food bank's staff as well as volunteers do to help our community with such a need. And in doing so, I've just been so impressed and humbled by both the team's passion for the cause and their ability to execute and deliver and do what they say they're going to do. And I know that those qualities start from the top of the house and the top of the organization. And as such, I'm just very happy to introduce to you the President and CEO of the Greater Cleveland Food Bank, Kristen Warzoczka.
Well, thank you, Kathy. It truly is a wonderful team effort. Thank you all for joining us to celebrate the success of the 2022 Harvest for Hunger campaign, and more importantly, for making so many healthy meals possible. We are so grateful to GE Lighting, a Savant company, and to Kathy for hosting us for yet another year. This really is a beautiful and historic spot, and the weather today could not be better. Thank you so much for doing this for us yet again, and for your continued partnership. Harvest for Hunger continues to be one of the largest food and funds drives in the nation. It's a representation of what a community can do when it comes together around a common cause. Harvest for Hunger is a joint effort of 4 area food banks working to serve people in need across 21 Northeast and North Central Ohio counties. Thanks to the Akron-Canton Regional Food Bank, the Second Harvest Food Bank of North Central Ohio, and the Second Harvest Food Bank of Mahoning Valley for their amazing efforts in their service territories. We're so proud to be their partner. You know, this past year has continued to present us with many challenges, including the continued pandemic, rising food costs, and supply chain issues. And these problems affect us all. Recent data tells us that the average Ohio family is spending almost $500 more a month on the basics: food, fuel, housing, and utilities. And for a senior citizen living on a fixed income, or a struggling parent working at a low-paying job, it's simply too much for the budget to bear. Because of that, they're turning to the Greater Cleveland Food Bank and to our network of partners for assistance and for emergency food. Thankfully, all of you here and so many others are making that food available. You have continued to show up and to show your support even in the most challenging times. And I want to thank all of the companies and all of the individuals who are here with us today who have chosen to participate and to participate so generously in this year's Harvest for Hunger effort. Community leadership is important to the drive as well. Thank you to our honorary co-chair, Mayor Justin Bibb in the city of Cleveland, including Cassandra Moore, their wonderful coordinator, Elise Avil, Chief Administration Officer, and our longtime friend, Loretta Joyce, who claimed she was retiring from the Harvest for Hunger campaign and then stepped in to help once more. Mayor Bibb, we so appreciate you stepping into the honorary co-chair role just as you were stepping into a new office, and we look forward to your continued involvement and leadership in the campaign and to hearing from you in a couple of minutes. I also want to thank our other honorary co-chair, County Executive Armand Budish. As you wind down your time as county executive, and you've got some left, I know, I just want to thank you for your support over the years. I have the pleasure of serving on the board of the Cleveland Leadership Center, and one of the things that often gets said at board meetings and as part of our civic engagement sessions is that leaders show up. And County Executive Budish has showed up for the Harvest for Hunger campaign and for the Greater Cleveland Food Bank truly more times than I can count. And I think that says a lot about his commitment to hunger relief efforts and to making sure that everyone in our community has the nutritious food that they need. You have had such an impact on our work, and I know that you will continue to have impact on our work, and I just want you to know how grateful we all are for your leadership. Thanks also to county team, including Molly McGinnis, coordinator of the county's Harvest for Hunger Drive this year, and of course to County Council for their longtime support and leadership. The meals that the Harvest for Hunger campaign makes possible are distributed by our partner agencies and programs across Northeast Ohio. These include food pantries, hot meal sites, and other programs which provide free food to Northeast Ohioans in need. Some of these partners are here with us today, and their work on the front lines in nearly every neighborhood across Northeast and North Central Ohio is invaluable. We could not serve our community without your partnership. Can I ask our partner agencies who are here to please stand? I know you're out there. We being shy? Anybody? Are there? Slowly, they're standing. We've got more in the back, way in the back. It's a modest bunch. Thank you so much for all you do. I'd like to mention one partner in particular, Lutheran Metropolitan Ministry. LMM receives food from the food bank and then transforms that food into healthy meals for clients at shelters all across Cuyahoga County. They also have a culinary training program that operates out of their central kitchen on Cleveland's Near East Side. And they even have a food truck, a creative way to bring in additional revenue for their programming, and the food truck is with us today. So I know that some of you, I saw you standing in line, you have had the chance to get a little snack. If you haven't yet, I hope you do. They'll be here for a while and get to taste some of what they have to offer before you leave. And I also hope that you will all consider calling in LMM for your next event. They do a great job. And certainly, we all know that the dollars that they bring in are going to a great cause. And LMM, as I said, is just one of hundreds of partners who benefit from the Harvest for Hunger campaign. You know, the contributions that you've all made are helping our partner agencies provide meals to people who need it the most. The money's having a direct impact right here, locally in Northeast Ohio, and we see that up close and in person, week after week at our partner agencies and also at our drive-through distribution in the Muni lot. You know, we'd hoped that that distribution was temporary, that we'd be out there with the city of Cleveland for just a couple of months when the pandemic first hit. Unfortunately, we're still there, because the need is still there. And right now, we've got our Thursday afternoon distribution, and we continue to serve about 2,000 families every week. Those numbers are actually a little higher than they were last year at this time, because again, those families are affected by rising food costs, and kids are starting to end school for summer. And so parents are looking for extra meals to make sure that their kids are fed without free and reduced price meals at school. Again, your support is making all of this work and all of those meals possible. So next, I have the pleasure of introducing two great leaders who've been instrumental to this year's effort, Vanessa Whiting and Bill Lacey, the co-chairs of the 2022 campaign. They challenged us, they inspired us, and they supported us all in this year's effort. And a great deal of credit for this year's success goes to Bill and Vanessa. So Vanessa is the president of AES Management, and Bill is the VP of Finance, Books, Kindle, and Digital Content from Amazon. Thank you both.
Thank you. Thank you to everyone for being here today to celebrate with us the end of yet another successful Harvest for Hunger campaign. Harvest for Hunger is a critical campaign for our community and wouldn't be possible without the generous support of so many of you here in attendance. Hunger is a real issue for many, and your efforts mean more to hungry people in our community than you will ever know. Many of you have put in a tremendous amount of effort in the fight against hunger in our community. I just want to thank you so much for your tireless support. I was thrilled to have the opportunity to serve as co-chair this year for the 2022 Harvest for Hunger campaign, to see firsthand the incredible work being done to feed those in need. The success of the campaign is dependent upon the generous support of tens of thousands of people throughout Northeast Ohio. This combined effort to collect food and funds provides nutritious meals to just over 1,000 local partners and partner agencies and programs and the hundreds of thousands of clients they serve through our 4 partner food banks. We can't say it enough. For every dollar raised, the food bank can help provide 3 nutritious meals. Just take a minute to think about the impact of $1. The campaign continues to raise millions of meals for the community year after year, and this year is no different. I'd like to invite some very special people to the front area to help with the big reveal of our grand total. First, let me welcome the top cashier from each of our amazing supermarket partners. They are the heart and soul behind our Checkout for Hunger campaign, working the front lines and always asking for donations with a smile. Giant Eagle cashier, Gina Goglitmarto. Okay. We also have Steve Coyle from Giant Eagle, Anna Harris from GetGo, Lakeisha Newells from Heinens, Ian Marks from Lutheran Metropolitan Ministries, top coordinator Jenny Hamilton from Tonson Hine, from our high school partner Kate Milborn, Hawkins School, GetGo, Maria Christensen, corporate donor Melissa Taylor, Department of Public Utilities, City of Cleveland, top food donor Maggie or Erin, Rachel Raymond, Onyx Creative, okay. Are we ready for the? Okay. So. Wait a minute, we're gonna announce it. Okay, will Bill Lacey please join me as we reveal the grand total? It has been a pleasure working with you, Bill, this year.
It's all my pleasure.
It's all okay. All right, we are ready, and we are pleased to tell the community that has come together to collect enough food and funds to provide 378,691 meals. Woo! This is no easy feat, and we have everyone here to thank for making this possible. Please give yourself another round of applause. The Northeast Ohio community heard our message that there is tremendous need and showed incredible support for the campaign. Through the mail, in checkout lines at the grocery store, online, at their workplaces, company sponsorships and events, Neighbors Helping Neighbors contributed more than $9,736,000. Again, please give yourselves a hand. We should all be incredibly proud of this achievement. Now, I'd like to welcome Mayor Justin Bibb, who would like to say a few words.
Good afternoon. Y'all can do better than that. Good afternoon. All right, that's good, that's good. Well, on behalf of the City of Cleveland, it certainly is an honor and a pleasure to be here today. I want to thank the entire team from Harvest for Hunger and the Food Bank for allowing me to be an honorary co-chair. Kristen, I remember that first Zoom call we had. I think I was knee deep in trying to get my first budget passed, and I had no idea what was ahead. But this opportunity really gave me a first-hand look at the importance of us as a city coming together to address food justice and food equity issues that we have in Cleveland. As you know, we're the poorest big city in America. Nearly 1 out of 2 of our children are living in poverty. So this program and these kind of investments go a long way to help families all across our city and all across our region. I think the second thing this partnership allowed us to do at City Hall was really bring my new team together. Elise, Cassandra, Ebony, the entire team at City Hall did some creative thinking to make sure we raised over $117,000 this year at the City of Cleveland. For the first time ever, I think, we did a Family Feud game where I pinch hit for Steve Harvey at City Hall. And it might be a long-standing tradition at City Hall to use the Family Food game as a way to raise money for Harvest for Hunger for the future. So we're really excited about our next steps, and thanks so much for allowing us to be a part of this important project in our city. Congratulations, everybody. Thanks.
All right. During the spring, our supermarket partners committed their time and creativity to Harvest for Hunger. The Checkout Hunger campaign encouraged customers to donate $1, $5, or $10 at the register. We continued to have the amazing support of the store leadership teams and cashiers. The cashiers asked daily throughout the campaign, and it has truly had an impact. We cannot thank the cashiers and the leadership team enough for their support and enthusiasm. Checkout Hunger sponsors Giant Eagle, GetGo, Heinen's, Dave's, Lucky's Markets, along with retailers including Bueller and Fisher's, raised over $2.2 million for our neighbors in need. We have representatives from the 3 largest chains here today. And I'm going to find them. From the beginning of March until the end of May, shoppers at Dave's Markets contributed just over $90,000 at 14 stores, including both Lucky's Markets. Will representatives from Dave's please stand? Heinen's customers raised over $238,000 at 19 stores. Will representatives from Heinen's please stand? Congratulations to Giant Eagle and GetGo combined. They raised $1,063,000. Giant Eagle ran their campaign from March 1st through May 31st. GetGo has also been included as part of their Checkout Hunger campaign. Will representatives from Giant Eagle and GetGo please stand? Checkout Hunger is one of the largest components of the campaign and is essential to the success of the Harvest for Hunger campaign. Thanks to all of the cashiers for their diligence in asking everyone who donated while in line at the register, and to all of the store leaders who played an important role in keeping this campaign top of mind. This campaign would not have raised as much money or awareness without the support of our media sponsors. Our media partners promoted Checkout Hunger, encouraged the community to support Harvest for Hunger, and increased awareness about the issue of hunger. Their support began in March at the campaign kickoff, where they competed in a grocery bagging contest, which was hilarious. They continued their support throughout the campaign at market at the food bank and their presence here with us today. Our media partners are Cleveland.com, Fox 8, WEWS Channel 5, WKYC Channel 3, WOIO Channel 19, Q104, and iHeartRadio. They are also listed on the signage. Our success would not have been possible without them. Hand for the meeting? Okay. I would also now like to recognize the members of the 2022 Kitchen Cabinet, a group of community leaders who provide leadership and support to the campaign by hosting some of the most successful drives, including virtual food drives, being campaign sponsors through our Market at the Food Bank event, campaign matches, or muni lot distribution sponsorships, as well as giving personally. Their names are listed on the signage, and I know that some of them are in attendance today. Bill and I are very grateful for your leadership and support in this most important campaign. Now, I would like to turn the microphone back to Bill so that he may recognize the nearly 200 local organizations that hosted food and fun drives.
All right, thank you, Vanessa. Hello, everyone. It is fantastic, absolutely fantastic to be here in Nela Park. Some of you know this is my home. And Kathy, thanks for having me back and allowing me just to marvel at the majesty of Nela Park. It is also, I think, worthwhile us applauding again for 29.7 million meals. How about that? It's my second year as co-chair for the Harvest for Hunger campaign. It has been my honor and pleasure to work with this team. I want to thank Vanessa for her first fantastic year as co-chair and setting it up for next year to be even better. Thank you for being such a great partner. I want to thank Kristen and the team at the food bank. I have been completely blown away by how supportive our community has been. You all have really stepped it up. Thank you. I'm so pleased to recognize the corporation and organizations that support this campaign through employee, food, and funds drives and sponsorships. As Vanessa mentioned, employees at nearly 200 organizations supporting the Greater Cleveland Food Bank came together to participate in Harvest for Hunger. Through this creativity, commitment, and generosity, they have raised just over $2.4 million, providing enough food for more than 7 million nutritious meals. And we know that organizations will continue to send in contributions in the days and months ahead. Hint, hint. We're still accepting. I would first like to recognize those organizations who contributed more than $100,000 this year. Our Harvest for Hunger champions. This is an amazing accomplishment, especially during these challenging times. You've displayed incredible dedication and leadership, and for that we are grateful. These organizations have dedicated staff at all levels, going above and beyond the call of duty to make Harvest for Hunger a priority. These organizations include Buehler's Fresh Foods, the City of Cleveland, Giant Eagle, Heinen's Grocery Store, Humble Hearts Gentle Soul Foundation, and the Sherwin-Williams Company. Please pick up your special awards at the end of the ceremony, and we would love to get a picture in front of our backdrop with you. And if you are a member of one of these phenomenal organizations, we would like to ask you to stand and be recognized for your incredible work. Come on, stand on up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Look forward to getting a picture after this is all over. Additionally, you want to recognize our Emerald level companies. These are companies that either raised more than $50,000 or contributed at least $100 per capita per employee. They include Bank of America, Benish, Chubb, Dave's, and Lucky's Market, H. Jack's Plumbing and Heating Company, McCarthy, Levitt, Crystal and Leifman Company, LPA, and Van Auken Akins Architects, LLC. Again, can we please have representatives of these fantastic companies to please stand so we can recognize you? Thank you. Thank you. Again, thanks so much for your commitment and generosity. There were so many extraordinary organizations that participated in the Harvest for Hunger this year. Two in particular rose to the top, and we'd like to recognize them with this special award. The Bag of Hope and the Edmund V. Worley Awards are presented each year to companies and organizations that demonstrate unparalleled commitment to Harvest for Hunger. These entities are considered for these awards based on employee participation, creativity of their effort, and enthusiasm and support for local hunger relief efforts. The first award is the Bag of Hope Award. Companies and organizations considered for this award are true champions for those struggling with hunger. They are entities with 200 or more employees that involve significant numbers of staff and found new and creative ways to raise funds to show their commitment to local hunger relief efforts. There were 3 finalists. The first is Lubrizol, who put together a virtual food drive and followed up with events to highlight the campaign. Their sustainability team took on this year's campaign and encouraged donations by tying in their company's mission. They included a Making Tough Choices activity to tie in the work and encourage participation. It was one of their most well-attended lunch and learns. The second finalist is Benish. This year, through the participation of their employees in their drive, they raised more than $43,000 to help fight hunger. Benish started off with a modest goal and blew their goal out of the water. The third finalist is Chagrin Valley Fire Department and Chagrin Valley Schools. Their coordinator, Jack Fried, has been tireless in his efforts to support the Harvest for Hunger campaign. Jake uses his relationships in the community to educate residents about the food bank and get the community involved in the drive. He worked with local news to get coverage of their fundraising activities locally. He also leaned in on his contacts in the local schools to get the students more involved. The schools put together a virtual food drive page this year for the first time. This is a community-wide initiative, not only for Jake in the fire department, but for everyone in town. Not only did they raise awareness of the food bank and its many programs, the fire department collected almost 3,000 pounds of food and $600 with the help of the local school. And this year's Bag of Hope Award is presented to the Chagrin Valley Fire Department and Chagrin Valley Schools. The Chagrin Valley Fire Department and Chagrin Valley Schools' commitment to ending hunger in our community is inspiring. It is this commitment on multiple levels that makes us proud to present Chagrin Valley Fire Department and Chagrin Valley Schools with this year's Bag of Hope Award. Do we already have the representative up here? The picture is moving. How efficient. All right. Now, to hand out our second award, the Edmund V. Worley Award. Ed Worley was the founding executive director of the Greater Cleveland Food Bank and was a dedicated servant to those in need in our community. Companies, organizations considered for this award are also dedicated to serving the community. This award is given to a company with fewer than 200 employees that found new and creative ways to raise funds and go above and beyond their participation in supporting the Harvest for Hunger campaign. There were many deserving companies. The first finalist is Myers, Roman, Freeburg, and Lewis. Myers, Roman, Freeburg, and Lewis ran an incredible campaign this year that included weekly raffles, a St. Patrick's Day auction, 2 March Madness pools, the Jeans Day Fridays to encourage their employees to participate. We think this quote from one of the partners sum it up best. This was a firm-wide effort to support the food bank. After the last few years in the ongoing pandemic, our firm members enjoyed the camaraderie brought by the drive and were uplifted by the positive participation. We hope our contributions will make an impact and a positive difference in the lives of those you serve. We guarantee that your efforts will do that. The second finalist is Crestcore. They are a new campaign. They were new to the campaign this year, and they leveraged a company match, an organizational match to encourage their employees to give. Volunteers regularly had the food bank staff present for their employees. The third finalist is Van Auken Akins Architects. They run an internal fundraiser with a variety of events for their staff and raised just over $6,000 this year. Their leadership their leadership is very involved with the food bank, and that trickles down to their staff. VAA is a small but mighty group committed to supporting their community. I am very proud to present the Edmund V. Worley Hope Award to Van Auken Akins. Will a representative please come up? All right, thank you. Listen, there's no way we can thank all the incredible people who worked so hard to make this campaign a success. Every raffle, Jeans Day, and special event truly makes a difference. We are truly grateful for everyone's support. We also want to extend a special thank you to organizations that reach platinum, gold, silver, or bronze levels of giving, as well as those that collected over 5,000 pounds of food. These organizations are listed on your program and in an ad that will appear in Sunday's print edition of the Plain Dealer. If you are one of these organizations, be sure to pick up your certificate from the food bank staff at the end of the program today. Now, I would like to turn it over to Elise Hara-Avo, who is going to present a special award to a deserving campaign coordinator. Come on up.
Good. Hopefully you guys can see me. Hi, Carolyn. First of all, I am truly humbled to participate in this type of event, fundraising event. It's tangible, and my staff knows that I like to say it takes a village. In this case, it takes a huge community, and each one of those communities has members that are super dedicated. I want to just give my team a little shout out because they worked really hard. Cassandra, Loretta, Jasmine, and Ebony. Brian's not here, but they did tremendous work at the city, and I look forward to continuing that. Thank you. But not everybody can be a superhero. And some of those superheroes have to be recognized. And I am here to present the Workplace Coordinator of the Year Award. This individual, her job is a growth manager at a law firm. I know how challenging that can be, especially in these days with people wanting to work from home and flexibility and attracting folks back downtown, so that in itself is a challenge. But I also found out that she has a very interesting side business, and so that takes some courage. She is, there's a word for it, but she owns a business making honey, and so she must deal with bees all the time, which tells me right there she's a pretty tough lady. So I'd like to invite Jenny Hamilton from Thompson Hine to come get your award. Thank you very much for the work that you've done for the last 6 years. And in addition to being the lead coordinator for Harvest for Hunger for Thompson, she also volunteers for the food bank's Muni Lot distribution. And really, you are an example. You set the bar very high for the rest of us. So thank you very much, Jenny.
I'm Armand Budish. I'm the Cuyahoga County Executive, and I'm thrilled to be here today for this great Harvest for Hunger recognition event. I have to also thank everybody at the county who did such great work, especially while they were doing their own jobs, plus handling the pandemic and everything else. So I appreciate that a lot. I also have to say that Mayor Bibb mentioned that the city of Cleveland did Family Feud this year, which was a success. They stole that from the county. However, I guess it's okay because they raised more money than we did. So. And probably the most important person today was the one that coordinated all those cards, because if they messed them up, got them in the wrong order, instead of 29 million, it might only be 1.9 million or something like that. So that was a good job. And I am going off my script a little bit too to thank all the people here at the food bank that do such great, great work. I mean, it's exciting, it's fabulous, and it's critically important. And I especially want to thank Kristen for all of her work every year, all year long, and especially for being a good friend to me, so I appreciate it. We can applaud for that one. So it's always amazing to see what's done by all these organizations, businesses, governments, all the companies that participate, and especially during the pandemic. I mean, to raise this kind of money and food, during a pandemic is just unbelievable. And so I really want to commend everybody for their dedication to this effort. And I appreciate Kristen giving me the opportunity again this year to talk about the students, the schools. I guess that's become my little corner of this event, and it's wonderful because it's so affirming that that our future's in good hands. When you look at what the young people are doing, and the caring and the selflessness of our students and our schools and what they're teaching their kids, it's really tremendous. And so this is the part of the program that I really love the most. So I get to give out the Rory Borgio Award again this year, which goes to a remarkable school that's working to improve the community. And this year's Rory Borgio Award goes to Hathaway Brown. The students at Hathaway Brown ran a school-wide food drive. They collected 350 pounds of food. Even the second grade got into it and came out to the food bank to visit. Wade, here they come. They weighed and sorted donations. You guys can go up there. That's where you get your pictures. They learned about how important this program is and where their donations go. And by these young people getting so involved, it says our future's in good hands. Thank you. All right, now all of you pick out which one's the next county executive and which one's the next mayor. Because this is where they're coming from. I also get to recognize a student who shows leadership in their school's Harvest for Hunger campaign efforts. It goes to a remarkable young individual who's working to improve the community, and this year we actually have 2 winners. First is Nina Bauman. She's from Baldwin-Wallace College. Is Nina? Come on forward. Nina and 6 Circle K International members volunteered at the Greater Cleveland Food Bank and helped package boxes of food. And they saw the great need that's out there. And as president of Baldwin-Wallace's Circle K Club, Nina coordinated fundraisers for Harvest for Hunger. And she really embodies the spirit of Baldwin-Wallace University with all that she does. Service is one of her core values. She volunteers. She continuously supports others, even without being asked. And through her efforts, more than $560 and 134 pounds of food was raised for the food bank. Nina does what all good leaders try to do, and that's connect with people and network, and she does her work through that. And she's passionate, and she's great. So thank you, Nina, very much. And that's it. I'm done. Thank you very much.
There's an additional winner on there.
Oh, yes. Oh, I forgot one. I didn't turn the page. Okay, they won't have me back next year. All right. The second, I said there were 2. So the second recipient is Greg Perryman from a school that I'm quite familiar with. That's Beechwood High School. And from Hope Soars through Beechwood. He's Vice President of Finance for Beechwood High School Junior Achievement, Hope Soars, Ohio. It's a creative marketing campaign developed by the Beechwood High School Marketing and Junior Achievement students and inspires hope and uplifts our local and global communities. Greg experienced the difficulties of food insecurity firsthand when he was growing up. As a result, he was motivated to go above and beyond to give back through the 2022 Harvest for Hunger campaign. As part of Hope Soars, he led partnerships with Cleveland Cavaliers and with J.M. Smucker to reach Hope Soars' goal of $40,000. And in fact, they raised $42,000. They went over their goal. Greg's been instrumental in his commitment to the Harvest for Hunger campaign, and I'm thrilled that he's doing that. Thank you very much. Now I'm done.
Thank you, County Executive Budish. And congratulations to all of our winners. You know, you are such important leaders, not only in the Harvest for Hunger campaign, but also in our community. And to all of the young people recognized, your commitment and drive and passion, they bring me hope. You are an inspiration to all of us. Thank you and congratulations. Now, I've gotten a little too much credit up here this afternoon. The fact is that, pulling off one of the largest food and funds drives in the nation requires a lot of support and a true team effort. And so we do have just a couple more people and groups to recognize and to thank. So please do stand so we can recognize you. First, I want to say thank you to the Greater Cleveland Food Bank's Board of Directors, led by our board chair, Darnell Brown, who's been a longtime leader in the Harvest for Hunger campaign, as well as members of our External Affairs Committee, led by Darnell, and by Ann Aber. Can I ask all of our board members, committee members, to please stand and be recognized? I also want to take a moment to recognize our staff at the Greater Cleveland Food Bank. They have worked tirelessly over the past couple of years to support our community, and they've also contributed personally to the food bank's internal employee food and funds drive, earning the food bank platinum status this year, which we are very proud of. In addition to contributing, almost every employee has been involved in this effort in some way, whether it was picking up food donations from a local donor, working with volunteers to sort through those donations, providing support to our coordinators, or sending out thank you letters. Each and every team member played a part. The team is just incredible, and I am so proud to be their colleague. Can I ask the Harvest for Hunger staff to please stand, and the Greater Cleveland Food Bank staff to please stand. They're probably all standing in the back already, right? By the entrance. There you go. And there's one really special group that I want to call out, and that's the fundraising and communications team. Just raise your hands, because you're already standing, I see, working all the time. When our co-chairs challenged us with a very aggressive stretch goal this year, this team took a deep breath, thought for a moment, and then put a plan together to get it done. And they were truly counting up until 10:59 this morning as the donations continued to come in. And Jeff and Michelle, they turned over every possible stone and called just countless supporters, the whole team did, to engage the community in this effort and to meet the very aggressive goal that we had all set. And the fact is the community will be better for it. And I'm proud, I'm inspired, I'm grateful, and so thanks so much for that extra effort to the team. Now, we're going to wrap it up with one more special person. The role of a Harvest for Hunger co-chair is a 2-year commitment, as you heard earlier, and Bill Lacey is finishing up his 2nd year. And he's been a co-chair during some pretty challenging times. There's no doubt about it. He's helped to recruit new kitchen cabinet members. He's raised awareness about the issue of hunger. We just can't thank him enough for his passion, his thoughtfulness, his commitment. And the fact is, Bill Lacey is really fun. We had a great time working with Bill over the last 2 years. So we have a small token of our appreciation, if you wouldn't mind coming up. On behalf of the food bank, our board, our volunteers, we want to present you with this gift. Thank you for your leadership, for everything you've made possible. Is there anything you want to say as we wrap things up today? You can open that later.
I can open that later. Again, I said it before, it's just been my honor to serve this great organization. And again, thank the community over and over again. We were concerned when we set this target that while it was aggressive, it was needed. And so Vanessa and the team, we said we need to do not what's comfortable, but what is needed. And we are so happy that there was not giving fatigue. And that's not a part of the community. The community always steps up when there's a need. And we thank you sincerely for that. And I thank you for making these 2 years absolutely fantastic. So thank you. Thanks for coming out. Get some food, get some ice cream, have a great time.